Hi, confused about how to get your home screen looking just how you want it to look? You're in the right place, in your pocket. Hi, I'm Danny and this is In Your Pocket, a channel dedicated to helping people cut through some of the jargon and make the technology you already have in your pocket much better. So today we're going to look at the home screen and how to customize it. The first thing we're going to look at is how to add an app to your home screen. How do you add a new one to your home screen? So let's do that first. So first of all, on our phone, on our home screen, we're going to swipe to the left and the left again, and you'll see there that we've got something called an app library at the top. We can click on that, and then we can go down and we can add any app that we want. Let's go and add the iPlayer app. There we go. We touch it on the app library, keep our finger on it. It'll immediately default to a blank screen, but just with your thumb or with your other finger, just swipe across and you can swipe it wherever you want and then go and place that app on the home screen. It'll still be bouncing around, just touch your finger anywhere on the screen, and that's it, job done. Okay, we're going to look at Jiggle mode. We've already seen it, but I'm going to tell you how to get into Jiggle mode now. It's a very technical term, obviously, and it's how we rearrange apps on the home screen. So let's go back to the home screen, let's have a look. And essentially what we do is we touch anywhere on the screen and we just keep our finger on it until you see that, and you'll see the apps just jiggling around a little bit with a little minus sign, and that's it. It's into Jiggle mode, and now once it's in that mode you can touch on any app and you can move it around the home screen. You can move it wherever you want. You can move multiple apps, do whatever you want. Once you've got it looking just how you want it to look, touch anywhere on the screen again, Jiggle mode stops, and it stops in the position that you've rearranged the apps to. Okay, what about if your phone comes with apps on the home screen that you don't want? Okay, how do we get rid of them? So we long press again on the home screen, go into Jiggle mode, and you'll see in the top left of each of the apps that there's a little minus sign, and we can click on that minus sign, and then we'll be presented with this little menu. Do we want to remove it from the home screen, or do we want to delete the app altogether? You can choose whichever you want. If it's an app that you might use in the future but you don't want it on your home screen, just remove it from the home screen, such as that, and there you go, it's gone. Touch again on the home screen, and it comes back out of Jiggle mode and that app's disappeared. Okay, what about if we want lots of apps on the screen, we don't have enough space, but what we'd like is different apps that are similar grouped together. Well, we can put them in a folder. Let's have a look. Let's go to the second screen there, so we can just swipe across there to the second screen. We've already got the iPlayer there. Let's maybe have a look, and let's maybe add a couple more video streaming apps there. So we go across to the right again, we click in the app library, and first of all let's add Netflix. So we see the little pop-up keyboard, we can type in Netflix, long press on it, bring it to the home screen and put it on there. Yeah, let's go back and let's add Prime. We'll go into the app library. You'll see down the right hand side there as well, there is letters. You can actually click on the letters, so we're going to click P there for Prime, and where are we? Prime Video, there we go, and do the same. Long press on it, move our finger a little bit, and put it there on the home screen, and there you go. We've got 3 streaming apps together. Now, how do we put those in a folder? Well, it's very simple. We go back into Jiggle mode, so long press on the home screen, and then effectively what we do is we pick one of those apps up. Let's pick the Netflix app up, and we move it on top of the iPlayer app, and you'll see it change a little bit, and then suddenly this little folder pops up. We can click it in there. We can then click back to the home screen, pick the Prime Video up and do exactly the same with that, wait for that folder to open up, and put it within. We're still in Jiggle mode. We can move those apps around a little bit. Or it automatically calls it entertainment. It knows what they are, but we might want to call it something different. We might want to just call them streaming apps. So we can just type into that box there, streaming. When we're done, click the blue tick at the bottom right to say that we're done, and then click anywhere on the screen again, and there you go, we've got a little folder. Now when we want to get into those apps, we just click on the folder and there they are. Some people find that useful. It just makes getting to apps that little bit quicker. There is some customization already within the phone where apps are grouped into folders. Let's go back to the app library page there, and we'll have seen these before, but underneath where it says app library, you will see all of these folders, and these are preset. This is how the phone will automatically group these. You can't really do anything about them, but you can see there, that's my finance apps, my banking apps. I can click on the 4 in the bottom right hand corner. That opens that app up, and there you go, there are all of the banking apps that I use. Social media apps, productivity, utilities, sport, health and fitness. There's lots of different apps there in various different folders. That will be all of the apps, so you've got 2 ways to get to them: either go into the app library there or go into those folders. There is a little function on some apps that people don't always know too much about. There is some functionality sort of hard baked into some of the apps, and without actually going into that app, we can have these little shortcuts. So first of all, let's just have a quick look on the App Store. If we click on the App Store, and what we're going to do this time, rather than just a quick press, we're going to do a long press, but not long enough that it goes into Jiggle mode, and you'll see this little menu pops up, and straight away there it's saying there are other things that you can do in this app before you've actually gone into it. So for instance, you can click on the updates, it'll take you to your App Store, and it'll show you apps that have recently updated. You can refresh the screen there if there's any to update. There isn't at the moment. So that's on the App Store. On the Music app, for instance, we can long press on the Music app. That comes up straight away. We can go to play favourite songs or search or play my station. We're going to the into the Photos app and do the same. Long press on that, and again it comes up with this little menu. 1 year ago, okay, I can click on that, and I can see that a year ago it looks as though I was watching cricket and taking pictures of dogs, but mainly watching cricket. So there are some of the that's some of the applications that we can use on these. Not all apps have extra functionality. You have to have a play around with them, but I think it's quite useful. It just gets you into the app a little bit quicker to do things sometimes. Next thing we're going to look at is widgets. What is a widget? Well, a widget is an app, but it's got some function already showing. So if we go back to the home screen, and there you go, you can see at the top of my home screen, I've got 2 big rectangles. I've got one on the left that says Leeds and 21 degrees. That's the weather app, and that's a weather widget. And on the right hand side, that's the calendar widget. That is a widget that's created on the screen. Yeah. How do we create a widget? Well, we long press, we go into Jiggle mode again, and then you'll see in the top left where it says Edit. We can click on the Edit button, and you'll see at the top of that little menu there is something called Add Widget. We click on that, and straight away it brings us into this little folder of lots of different widgets. It gives us some examples at the top. You can have smart stacks, which are multiple widgets on top of each other that you can cycle around. So for instance, that might be a photos app, it might be a to-do list, and so on, and it'll cycle through them. Or you can scroll down and you get a list of all the apps there that have got some sort of widget on it. So we've already got the calendar one, but let's add it again, because once we click on it, we're then presented with a menu of various different types of widget. That's the smallest one, that's as we've got there. That's a slightly bigger one, that says that that's my up next, what I'm up to next. That's an even bigger. That'll just show you the date. For some people that might be quite useful. That'll show you a month. There's a list, and you can choose which one of those you want. So let's choose that one, and you click on the add widget at the bottom there, and there you go. It goes onto your home screen. You're still in jiggle mode, so click somewhere off the screen, back out of jiggle mode, and there you go. You've added a widget. Now, what you can also do within widgets, if we long press on that widget, and again, just before we go into jiggle mode, so how we got the context menu up last time, but you'll see up on that top line there are different sizes, and you can see the third one across has got a slight box around it, so that's the current one. If we click the one next to it, that will take it back to that smaller widget that we had on our home screen. If we press on it again and get that up, we can go to the far right one, and we can go to a bigger widget, so we can play about with them and resize them. If we go to the left one, that just simply takes it back to a calendar app. So if we then go on to this, what we can also do is we can edit the widget. Click on edit. At the moment, the calendars that it's showing is mirroring my calendar app that's set up on my phone, but it doesn't have to do that. So I can click that little toggle button, and you'll see calendars in the middle. So you can actually program a widget so I can program it to just show me, let's say, holidays, birthdays, and my YouTube channel calendar. I can click on that, click somewhere in the screen, that goes away, and there you go. Today it's saying that I'm due to record a YouTube video. So that's how you can play about with widgets. If you want to get rid of a widget, then simply long press on it, and like we do an app, and then click on the remove widget, and it'll just simply remove that widget. But we can go back and add them at any time. Okay, so we've got our home screen, but we might want to just customize the colors, the wallpaper, and so on. How do we do that? Well, we long press, we go into jiggle mode, we click on edit in the top left again, and you'll see there we've got this little menu again. So we can click on edit wallpaper. If we want to change the color, we can change it to that really beautiful pinky purple color if we really want. If we want to change the wallpaper that's on there, we can go back, edit wallpaper. We could maybe select a photo there, click on done, and there you go. We've got my dog as my wallpaper. What else can we do? Well, we can go to edit and we can customize, and this is where it can get really quite funky. You get this little menu at the bottom now. First of all, you'll see the little two squares next to each other on the right hand side. If you click on those, that actually changes the size of the app on the screen. So at the moment that's a small one. We can click on that, it makes them bigger, but the trade-off is you lose the name of the app, so you can toggle that back. So I prefer the smaller one with the name on, but you might prefer the bigger one. On the left hand side there's like a little sun symbol. We can click on that, and that's just going to sort of make it a little bit darker, change the brightness a little bit. Where we really start to get unusual on some of these, we can click on dark mode. That'll change all our apps into dark mode. We can click on clear, which will make the apps clear. I think that's absolutely awful. Clear dark, clear light, or we can actually tint these, and we can change the tints that we have. And again, I think that's pretty horrible, but some people really like that. I just like mine to be default, just like that. Okay, but that's how you can change those things. Go away, have a play about with it. Next up, when we download an app, where does that app go? Well, that depends. So it can go just into the App Store. So let's just have a quick look. So if I go into the App Store and let's say I download Sky Sports app, so I type in Sky Sports, click on that. There it is. I can download it. It'll take a second to download. You can see the wheel turning. There you go. Rather than clicking on open, I'm just going to swipe up from the bottom, and there you go. That app has gone straight onto my home screen. Okay, but you might not want that to happen. So how do we change that? Okay, so we're going to go into settings, which is there. We're going to go down to home screen and app library, which is in the middle there. And you'll see there in the top right, there's a little blue tick next to where it says add to home screen or add to app library. If we click on add to app library, then when we download an app, and let's come back out of that, let's go into the App Store, and maybe this time rather than Sky Sports, let's maybe click on Sky News. We can download the Sky News app. Again, we get the little wheel. It's finished now. Swipe up from the bottom. It's not there. So where is it? Well, if we go back to the right hand side, we go back to the library, and you can see it there. There's a folder at the top there. We talked about these folders before. That's the recently added folder, and there you go. That's the Sky News app. If you want it on your home screen, you can simply long press on it, get to that position, move your finger, and add it onto the home screen like that. The last thing that we're going to do today is we're going to have a look at search and spotlight, and this is a feature that is really useful. We've shown all these ways of going and finding apps, but actually there is potentially an easier way than putting them on your home screen. Now you might want to go for a very minimal home screen. What you can do is you can very simply put your finger anywhere on the screen and then just very lightly pull down, and you can see the screen transforming slowly. Let go, and you get this little search box. And what that search box allows you to do is search for anything, not just apps. So let's look for the Sky Sports app. There you go. It shows me that there. Let's delete that. But I also might want to find a contact number or name. Let me look for Sarah, my partner. There you go. Sarah C. That's a contact app, and I can a contact icon, and I can click on that straight from the search bar. I can also look for files in there. I can look for almost anything. It's a really useful application. It's called Spotlight or Search, and again, you just very gently put your finger on the screen, not on an app if you can help it, and just gently pull down the screen, and the search bar appears, and there you can find anything on your phone, and you don't have to arrange it how you want. Okay, well, thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. If you did, like, subscribe, leave a comment, and spread the word. I'm Danny from In Yer Pocket. Take it easy, everyone.